again because I bought a DVD to watch Spartacus again, and I never felt it was the moment arrived. You know, maybe because I wasn't feeling really free because I didn't really knew what I wanted to know. Somehow, I enjoyed. I enjoyed my degree, right? So if you've seen my previous video, maybe I told you I didn't enjoy. Oh, I thought it was very boring. I only enjoyed the lab. I enjoyed science a lot, but I wasn't really interested in electrons or the origin of universe and I don't know optics. I didn't really care about. But the methodology, like, has a science as a yes. So something like I like the instrument, not the music I had to play or I had to hear. Yes, and for many years I thought that something was missing, even though for the last 25 years I've been teaching, but especially I've been doing research, and publishing, and yeah, still was something that I didn't know, that I wanted to know, and I didn't know what it was. Everything changed during the lockdown, yes, because of the COVID-19. When we were finally free to go out again, I suddenly realized that my research wasn't relevant. So from that point on, and more than 1 year has passed, I wasn't being able to do something. I didn't do anything. Well, the things that I could do was just writing code and like not even writing, checking, diagnosing, and finding errors. So I think that I could easily do in 1 week of work, and it took me more than 1 year. And it really helped me, my girlfriend, because it's so personal what I'm going to say. Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to upload it in YouTube so everybody could see it. But anyway, I spent the lockdown along with my son. I got divorced, and the boys stayed with me. And he was ill, and at first I thought he had COVID-19. Well, the symptoms were not very worrying. But then my brother sent me up, brother, you shouldn't have done that. You didn't know what you were doing. You sent me a journal article saying that there was a rare case of COVID-19 where children with gastric symptoms suddenly died, some of them. So I didn't want to think that was my case because it was rare. But when I was down and sad and not looking clear at the future, I thought can say it. I remember when they allowed us to go out for 1 hour a day or 2 hours a day. I remember, yeah, a few hours a day, from 6 to 9 and to 3. Well, doesn't matter. We could go out for 1 hour. I remember when jogging and I stopped. No, it was nobody around. One day, the world didn't seem real, you know? Like, what if I imagine all this and then I'm having a bad dream? And another day, I suddenly stopped and thought, my son is going to die, you know? And I start crying a lot. And then at some point say, come on, why am I saying that? I'm taking my son to the hospital, okay? Tomorrow. And then I showered him, you know, he was so dirty, you know. I didn't want to fight with him to have a shower, so yeah. And then we went to the hospital and they ran some tests and they say he had nothing physical. Probably they didn't say it, but the only possibility was something psychological. Son, if you see this, I hope you see this when you are older than 18. Maybe the lockdown or whatever, the divorce caused you the symptoms. Maybe there was just sadness, but it made me feel so relieved that medicine was something to believe in. Yeah, like some axioms. I used in the previous video some axioms, and the logical conclusion was that my son was healthy and nothing physical happened to him. He wasn't going to die. He just needed some time or some changes in his life. And I remember telling my girlfriend that and say, I really understood what they did. They looked for symptoms, and since they didn't find anything of relevance, I remember they were examined by an internal medicine doctor, and then he called or the ear doctor, okay, because he was like dizzy, and then he sent us to an eye doctor, and he made an electrocardiogram. She made run a lot of tests. I think it was the beginning of the coronavirus. He didn't even consider to do a PCR to test for coronavirus, because he wasn't coughing and he didn't have a fever. And when it was suddenly doctors knew that without coughing or fever